All right, let's talk Wings and Mystics here. I am told that the Mystics have won 4 in a row. I have also been told that they just beat Dallas 81-75, yet you're seeing Dallas as favorites here, Skee. Line leading the way, or do we got a false favorite here? What do you think, man?
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, it's always interesting when you have a team on a big win streak and they come in as the underdog. The Mystics, they have absolutely been playing great basketball. They're healthy, and it's resulted in them having some success. One thing you don't want when you're on a really good run, when you're playing well, you don't want a whole lot of time off. This Mystics team hasn't played since the previous meeting between these teams, which was 5 days ago. So we always have the conversation about rest versus rust, and after what 4+ days, I don't consider it so much of an edge. You know, like I said, you don't want to be taken off the court for 5 days when you're playing so well. So I don't like the situation or the spot for the Mystics. The Wings, in that last matchup, I mean, they shot really poor. I think they shot 12%, something like that from three. They shot abysmal, and they barely lost the game. I think they can shoot it a lot better here tonight. I still think, the Mystics, they are the number one team. Get into the line. They shot like 30 something free throws. While they still may, get to the free throw line a lot, they probably won't shoot 30 something. So I think the Wings can clean up some of the things they did last game. And I do think they can get the win today. As far as the total, these teams, like I said, played 5 days ago. I think it ended 156 or 157. And that was with both teams combining to shoot, what was it, 10 for 50 from three? Was that 20%? So if you just get a little bit better shooting, even though both of these teams play slow, I can see this one getting up and over. So I would look towards either the road team or the total over in this matchup. And you are muted, Dan.
Thoughts on the total and the side. That is why Skee is one of the best in the biz. And folks, I'm not just saying it. Numbers don't lie, right? And right now you can grab Skee's NBA early bird. It's going to be here before we know it, folks. LeBron James will be in a Sixers uniform before we know it, Skee. And you want to cash in, you can get the WNBA free. We're looking at 124, over 124 units of basketball profit this season, Skee. I mean, what's been the secret sauce for you, man? Because it's something that you grind on every single year, but this year you're just seeing it great. Have you dropped down volume? Have you changed how you handicap? Or has it just been, seeing it and staying selective? How has this run happen? And folks can grab it over your page, wt.buzz/HP, but tell the folks about
Yeah, this run, it's been pretty amazing. It's crazy that I can say that I've had a better one. That's the crazy part. I've had one better one, but I've done it both ways. The one that was better, I did doing a lot of volume. This one, I did a little bit less volume. But both times, I was extremely motivated. Both times, I made a decision. Whatever was not working previously, I'm gonna stop doing it. I went over my record. I went over and just saw what was not working, throw it out, and just focus on what is, and go hard on what is, and don't bet unless you really, really love it. So that's what's been working out for me. And yeah, you guys see the numbers right there. You can go back even further. I mean, I think you can go back maybe 4 or 5 years. I'm up close to 300 units in the NBA. So it's something that I've been good at really my whole life. Even before I joined WagerTalk, I'm one of the guys who paid to have my picks tracked. And I did it successfully and won an NBA. So if you buy NBA, get the WNBA free. Appreciate you, Dan, for all the kind words you said as well.
Absolutely, man. Mamba mentality, as you see behind Skee right there, with all that great Kobe stuff that he's rocking behind him. Skee, one of the things that I love about WNBA is we go from one game where we're talking a total below 170, and then the other 3 games you're looking at totals over 180, near 190. You're looking at 188 here as the Chicago Sky are taking on the Los Angeles Sparks. Also, some news and notes that Andy shared here with me. Kelsey Plum was just traded away from the Sparks, and then they get a dub shortly after that. So it was all Kelsey Plum's fault. That was the reason why you had some slump in there. Sky's last game ended 106-101. interesting enough, that was the 106-101 win that Sparks had against Portland. So we're seeing around 2.5 money been showing for Chicago. They're up to 3.5 in some spots. What do you think about the side and total in this one, Skee?
Yeah, for this game, I think it's not the greatest of spots for the Sparks. Or how can I say? I think it's a pretty good spot for the Sky. And when I say that, I'm just pulling up the schedule really quick. You look at the Sparks, they play again tomorrow. So front end of a back to back, they're on the road. So they had to travel and front end of a back to back. It's not the greatest of spots for a Sparks team. For the Sky, this is their fourth straight home game. They got 2 days off after this. They're rested for this game. That just to me means they can give more effort for the entirety of the game, knowing that they have rest, coming up. Whereas the Sparks will have to save some of those minutes, save some of that energy for their game versus the Lynx tomorrow. So because of that, it automatically makes me look towards the Sky. The thing that holds me up is the injury report. I don't like seeing Sydney Taylor game time decision as good as she's been all year. I know Azaree's been out a little bit. I don't like seeing her either. But if Sydney Taylor's in, it's an absolutely advantageous spot for the Sky. One other thing I'll mention for the Sparks, they got that first win after they traded Kelsey Plum, but this is not a team with a whole lot of talent. And, if you do follow the WNBA, if you do follow, some of the drama that's going on or, stuff that happens, there's a player on the Sparks who, has some viral stuff go out lately and might be, in the best place or focused on this game. We might have enjoyed whatever went out on the internet, but I'm sure she didn't. So everything to me makes me look towards the Chicago Sky from a side perspective. And what you said about the high total, I mean, even though it's high, I can't talk anybody off of looking towards an over. The way both of these teams play is extreme pace. Neither one of them is very good defensively. So it makes sense why you have a total of 188.5. And last thing I'll say is I've been capping WNBA for a long time. It's insane for me to see 188.5. And it's even more insane that we're going to have a 194.5 tomorrow. I mean, the totals, I started learning like the average was 160. And now we're looking at about 30 points higher. Just insane.
Two terrific breakdowns and echo free coming your way on Profit Picks. Tell the folks about that show coming a little bit over an hour from now. And we already told them about why you should take advantage of this deal that Skee's got rocking early NBA. You can grab NBA now and you get WNBA rest of the season for free. This is an insane deal and the numbers speak for themselves. Check it out. But tell them about Profit Picks before we send you on our way, man.
Appreciate you again. Yeah, Profit Picks, it will be me and Mr. Ravino. You guys heard me break down 2 games by myself. If you want to hear all 4 games broken down, a conversation style between Ravino and myself, that's a good way to check it out, help you with your handicap. And, maybe we'll throw out some things that you haven't thought about or heard before. Promo-wise, I appreciate what you did for me. I do want to shout out one more thing. And I will put out NBA futures as well. But 20-7 on my futures over the last few years, whether that's NFL, NBA, and as of right now, I do have a package up where you'll get every NFL future that I put for this year. And my favorite one, I've already released. I'll continue to add as they go on. So that's what I have to promote for today. Last time I came on this show, I said that I'm not going to make a bet unless I love, love, love it. After that, I won 3 in a row. And then I lost 2. So I'm going to make my next bet one that I absolutely love, love, love. And you guys should be an all access subscriber so you get it as soon as I make it.